I made this meal for $1. So if you get SNAP, EBT, food stamps, and you want to learn how to stretch your dollar, like, follow, and subscribe to this channel. As you can see, I have a chicken breast here. I cut the chicken breast in half, one, for us to get the most out of it, and two, to pound it thinner to make it easier to cook. So as you can see, I showed you with the skillet how you can pound it. If you don't have a mallet, you can use a small cast iron skillet, or you can use a small pot, but it just has to have weight on it. So you want to hit and slide, hit and slide. I'm touching the meat because I want to make sure it's pounded thin evenly. That's important because you don't want it thick in some areas and thin in other areas. That makes it easier to cook and it cooks evenly. So once we have it pounded out thin, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of oil on it because the oil is going to act as a binder to hold our seasoning on the chicken. I'm going to season it with basic seasoning: black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Lowry seasoned salt, smoked paprika. You can season with whatever type of seasoning you want. Seasoning comes from the heart. People can give you an estimate of a tablespoon of this or a teaspoon of that, but it's your palate. So seasoning comes from the heart. So I can't tell you exactly how much I use. As you can see here, I seasoned it and then I went back and rubbed it in and then I seasoned it some more because it just didn't feel like it had enough seasoning on it to me. So seasoning comes from the heart. Now, once you season your chicken, add some of that same seasoning to your flour. So you want the chicken season and you want the crust season, the batter season as well. Now, as you can see, I put my batter in and I took it back out to look at it because you wanted the chicken to be fully coated. Crack your eggs one at a time and put them in the bowl one at a time because there's nothing worse than having a rotten egg. Now, when I put my chicken in a skillet, you want to sizzle, but you don't want it to overly sizzle, right? You see the sizzle, you want a nice sizzle. You're going to cook the chicken on both sides for probably about 3 or 4 minutes per side. Because this is pounded thin, it won't take very long to cook, about 3 or 4 minutes per side. Then you'll drain it onto a strainer to keep it warm in the oven, as you can see here. Now, you don't want to put it flat. You want to put it on a drain rack because you don't want the underside to create steam and your chicken gets soggy. You want it to stay crisp. Now, we're going to scramble our eggs. I have 6 eggs. As you can see, again, I seasoned from the heart. That was probably about what, half a tablespoon of butter, and I use oil. I use butter for flavor and oil to make my eggs nice and fluffy. Now here you can do a lot with your eggs, but we're keeping it simple because this meal only costed us $1. I already made my rice. I'm going to add my rice to the plate. I'm going to add my chicken, and this meal only cost me $1. If you want the cost breakdown of this meal, I've already done that on another video, and I'll try to link it to this video so you can see the cost breakdown of everything. But I fed 4 people for $1.01 per meal, and I'll give you the cost breakdown in the next video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow.